Writing is like that accessory that you need whenever you buy a product. You buy a product, but then it's not of use if you do not put the correct accessory, if you do not use the correct accessory with it, right? So writing, reading, these things are like, hello everybody, how are you all? Hope you're doing great. So welcome back to another session of learning English with me. And today's session is going to be really important for you because I am going to tell you how you can use a journal and a pen as a tool to improve your English speaking fluency. Believe me, these two tools can be really important for improving not only your writing but your speaking skills too. They are important to improve your speaking skills. And I have a particular challenge at the end of this particular lesson for all of you. A 7-day challenge that is going to improve your English a lot. So are you all ready for this? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your certified English language tutor and communication coach, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. And before beginning, do not forget to subscribe the channel so that you can check out each and every lesson on time whenever I upload it for you on the channel. Now coming back to today's lesson, that is how journal writing can improve your English speaking. Yes, writing is important to speak fluent English. A lot of times people neglect writing altogether because they think that it is not important. That's not their goal in English. Their goal is to speak fluent English. Writing is not a major part of their life. So why write in English? Just speak in English. But that is not true. Writing is equally important as much as speaking has an importance in your fluency, because writing helps you develop your fluency a lot. Now, how writing helps you in developing your fluency? How writing helps you to speak fluent English, to speak good English, plus accurate English? That is the question. Well, let me tell you how writing can help you improve your English a lot. Okay, now imagine you're watching a web series. You're watching maybe a video on YouTube. It can be any platform. It can be YouTube, it can be Netflix, depending on the kind of video you're selecting and the kind of platform you're selecting to watch the particular video. Now you've selected your video, you're watching it, and you've come across a particular word in English. You liked it, it's a new word for you, you've learned it, you try to find out the meaning, the context, everything. You have found out everything. You have even understood the context of that particular word, maybe a phrase, maybe an idiom. Now you want to speak it. You want to use it in your English speaking. But as soon as you go and try to speak it out, you're confused at the time and you're somehow not able to use that particular idiom or phrase or the word that you have learned when you're speaking something. You might have faced this problem a lot of times. Now, what writing does for you? When you write something, maybe a word that you've learned, maybe an idiom that you've learned, maybe a phrase that you've learned, when you write it down, you are solidifying your concepts. You are solidifying any concept that you have learned throughout the day. Maybe the video that you've watched and the word that you've learned, maybe some other thing that you've come across the day, maybe something that you've read, maybe something that you've heard, maybe something that you catched from a colleague of yours or a friend of yours. Whatever kind of English you've interacted throughout the day, you're able to solidify your concepts. You're able to retain them for longer time when you write them in a journal, when you use them in your writing practice. So that is why writing is important for you. But how to practice that writing? How to practice writing? The answer is journal writing, because journal writing is providing you a context where you can write a lot of things. Plus, journal writing is a form of writing which is reflective and you do not find it to be boring. like a writing task or an examination or a test. No, it's a casual form of writing which is going to help you improve your writing skills and speaking skills in turn. So the benefit number one, as we have discussed, is that you're able to use the words, the vocabulary that you're learning when you write English. Now, when you're writing something, when you're writing in English, how are you going to solidify everything? See, when you want to write it, when you're using it, you have time to think about it. You have time to experiment with the word, with the particular phrase, the idiom. You have ample and ample of time to experiment, to be able to realize, analyze how it's going to work in a sentence, how I'm going to fit this into a sentence correctly with the correct sentence structure. In what context can I use particular word, the particular phrase? So a particular word can be used in more than one context, right? You might have heard it in a particular situation, but the very same word can have a different meaning with a different context. So that is why when you write, when you practice writing, you are solidifying your concepts. So they are just not in your passive memory. When you read something, when you learn something, the new things, but you do not practice them, that is, you do not work on recreating the same content. Now you are listening to something, you're reading something, that is your consuming content. But when you create it through writing, you have ample and ample of time to think it, to use it with deliberation. You can use it according to you. While speaking, things happen so quickly, spontaneously, that you do not have any time to analyze how you're going to use it in a sentence, what you're going to do. But when you're writing something, you have all the time on your hands, right? All the time on your hands that you can use. You can experiment, you can explore. That's why writing is important. Now, because you're using the word, you are using it to create new sentences, form new sentences, write paragraphs, new paragraphs on your own. Now it's going to stay in your active memory. Active memory where you can retrieve it so quickly, just within a click of your fingers, right? So within a click of your fingers, that's what we want when we speak English, to be able to retrieve everything on a click of our fingers. That's what we want, definitely. So that's what is going to happen if you start practice writing in English. The benefit number two that I want to tell you about is correct sentence formation. When you start writing in English, you start forming correct sentence structure. The reason again is because you have time to write in English. That's why you start forming correct sentence structure. And these correct sentence structure are important while speaking English too. That is a problem that a lot of people face, that they are not able to form sentence correctly while speaking. Although they have good knowledge of English while they are writing, at the time they can form correct sentences, but when they speak, they fumble a lot for words and they speak in jumble words at time because they're too nervous. Now, how to overcome this particular problem? Practice writing, because with time, this writing accuracy will filter into your speaking. That is why writing is important, and that's why journal writing is the perfect answer to practice writing. A great way to practice writing in order to improve speaking. So write for 7 days. I'm not asking you to just write and write and write and neglect speaking altogether. No, speaking is important. I know speaking is important, but a lot of times people neglect writing. Do not neglect writing. Writing is like that accessory that you need whenever you buy a product. You buy a product, but then it's not of use if you do not put the correct accessory, if you do not use the correct accessory with it, right? So writing, reading, these things are like those accessory that is required in order to speak fluent English. And that's why write, practice writing for just 7 days. For just 7 days. The 7-day journal writing challenge that I have created for you. Now is the time to tell you about the challenge. So are you ready for the challenge? 7 days, 7 topics. That's gonna make your challenge easy. To make it easy, what I've done is I have created 7 topics for you. Journal. The word journal has 7 letters, right? 7 letters. And these alphabets are going to give us our 7 topics. Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? Now, if you remember, I've told you about a particular technique called mnemonics for improving vocabulary in one of my videos. Today, I'm going to use the same technique to create this journal writing challenge for all of you. The word journal in itself is magical because it is made up of 7 alphabets, and each alphabet stands for one topic. So, J stands for a topic. Similarly, all the letters, all the alphabets individually would stand for a topic, and we're going to take one topic every day. And that is how we are going to take up the journal writing challenge. So let's begin with all the topics and let's begin with the challenge now. Journal writing challenge. Well, I cannot wait to begin my journal writing challenge. I have a great idea. Let me write down the topics for you in my journal. Well, why am I writing it here? Well, I should tell you to, right? So let's begin with 7 days journal writing challenge, right, everybody? 7 topics, day number 1, and the alphabet is J. J. J for job. So the topic is job. I have taken a very simple topic for all of you, job. You can speak on job a lot. Even if you're a student, you might be aspiring to apply for a particular job. You might be searching for some kind of job, right? You have a particular profession. If you're a freelancer, you're not doing a job, you can write about your work too. So you can do that. You can write about your work. Take up your journal, open it, and just start writing in it. Day 1 is going to be job. Describe your job. If you don't have a job, describe your dream job. Just write about something related to job opportunities available in the market, maybe job opportunities in your work field, in your study field. So take up the topic and start writing. Day number 2. Day number 2, alphabet O, and the topic is opportunities. Opportunities. What a beautiful topic. Now we have lots and lots of opportunities in life, in personal life, professional life, maybe opportunities to study something, opportunity to work somewhere, opportunity to travel somewhere, opportunity to learn a new skill. So the opportunity can be in any form, any form. So write about that. Maybe you can write about the opportunities that you aspire to get in your life. Just open your journal and then start writing. That's what I would suggest. You have so much to explore, and if you're writing more than 2 pages, writing more than 1 page, write it as much as you can. Write on this topic as much as you can, I suggest, and let your thoughts flow. That's it. Day number 3. Day number 3, alphabet U, and the topic is unity. Unity. You can write anything about unity, unity in diversity. Maybe what does the word unity mean for you? What does it signify for you? Maybe you've seen some incident where you witnessed a really great example of unity. Your family may be a great example of unity. Your friendship, your friend circle, that might be a great example of unity. So wherever you have seen unity, you can write about that, or you can write about unity in general, and you can take it in academic way too, because sometimes writing on different topics is important, and if you think it's a bit more academic, that's okay, because this is important too in order to improve your accuracy and English both. Day number 4, alphabet R, and the topic is responsibilities. Now, each and every one of us have some kind of responsibilities in life. Personal responsibilities, professional responsibilities, responsibilities as a person, as an individual, right? Maybe as a son, a daughter, a sibling, anybody. So you have to write about those responsibilities, maybe your day's responsibilities, maybe your work responsibility, anything. You can write about anything. So there are so many responsibilities we have to fulfill as children, parents, teachers, individuals, working professionals. So simply write about that. I'm sure you will have enough and ample of stuff to write. Day number 5, alphabet N, and the topic is nature. Now, I love nature a lot. I've told you a lot, and you must know that I am a nature lover, so I know that I can write a lot about nature. And I'm sure everyone loves nature. Who doesn't love to spend a few moments of solace surrounded with trees, greenery, nature, peace, right? So, nature symbolizes peace for me, nature symbolizes relaxation for me, nature symbolizes happiness for me. What does nature symbolize for you? You can write about that. Write any experience when you went to a particular place full of greenery, natural beauty. You can write about that too. So, write on the topic nature. Day number 6, alphabet A, and the topic is artificial intelligence, AI. Now, who doesn't know about AI, artificial intelligence, the trendiest topic of the season? I know AI has taken the world by storm. Nobody had thought 2 years ago that AI would be so popular in the coming 2 years in today's time, and it is. So, I know it's a great topic to write on. You can write so much about AI. Maybe you're using a device that is working on AI. Maybe you're using AI in your day-to-day tasks. So write about that. Write how AI has transformed the lives now. So I'm sure you will have ample of stuff to write about AI in your journal. So take this topic up and improve your English. Day 7, the last day of our challenge, alphabet L, and the topic is language learning. What a lovely topic, language learning. So actually day 7 is going to be kind of your evaluation day, where you are going to evaluate your language learning. Now, which language we are learning? Obviously we are learning English. English is our target language, so we are going to write about English language learning, your English language journey. You have to write about your English language journey. What you can do is you can also write about an evaluation paragraph where you're analyzing and evaluating how much this 7-day challenge has helped you in improving your English. So you can write about your feelings, what kind of feelings you have related to your English language journey, where you want to see yourself, overall what kind of improvement you can see. You can write anything related to your English language journey on that particular day. So the topic is language learning, because evaluating yourself is also important, and as usual we are going to evaluate at the end of the challenge. So let's include it in the challenge only. Day 7 is going to be the language learning for you. So that's it. These are the 7 topics, 7 days, 7 topics, 7 days of writing in your journal continuously, because this continuous writing is going to help you a lot. Believe me, it's going to help you a lot, and this writing is going to reflect in your speaking. Write in English in order to speak in English. That's what I say. So giving 7 days to journal writing is not such a big commitment, but it is a commitment that is going to help you a lot. So I believe you are going to take up this challenge. Please take up this challenge, start writing, and write at the end of the day. It's important for you to take up this challenge at the end of the day, so that whatever you have gone through throughout the day, the experience of your day would add up to the content that you are trying to write. It will give you more opportunity to write. That's why it's important to write at the end of the day, maybe in the evening or before going to bed. So please take up the challenge, start writing in your journal, take 7-day challenge, use the topics that I've given you through the mnemonics technique, right? Mnemonics technique, 7 letters, journal, 7 topics, starting with each alphabet of the word. So take this challenge up and improve your English. That's it for today. That was the lesson. Now I'm gonna meet you again with a new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.